Have you ever wondered why so many celebrities choose to live in Switzerland? From Tina Turner and Shania Twain to Phil Collins, Robbie Williams, Michelle Yeoh, and even Formula One legend Michael Schumacher chose to live in Switzerland. They could live anywhere in the world, but they all picked this small, quiet country in the heart of Europe. Is it about the money? Is it about privacy? The mountains? Today, we're unpacking the real reason why so many rich and famous people move to Switzerland, and what it's actually like to live here as a regular professional. I offer one-on-one coaching to guide you step by step, from visas to CVs to interviews. Check the link in the description to book your session and increase the chances to land the job you want. Let's talk about the beautiful, the surprising, and the brutally expensive side of life in Switzerland. So first, why Switzerland? For decades it's been the ultimate quiet luxury destination. Discreet, clean, politically neutral, and incredibly well managed. There's no paparazzi culture here. You can see Phil Collins grocery shopping in Vaud or Shania Twain walking by Lake Geneva, and nobody bothers them. On top of that, Switzerland offers attractive tax deals to wealthy foreigners. It's not a tax haven in the shady sense, but the system rewards residency and stability. That's why billionaires, musicians, and even royal families have quietly settled here. But even if you're not a celebrity, many of the same things that attract them also appeal to regular professionals. Third, with quality of life. Switzerland feels almost engineered for peace of mind. Everything is clean, quiet, and safe. You rarely hear sirens or see trash on the streets. The trains are spotless, healthcare is world class. For families or professionals who value stability, it's hard to beat. Then there's the high salaries and career opportunities. Swiss salaries are among the highest in the world. Whether it's finance, pharmaceuticals, engineering, or tech jobs, they often pay double what you'd earn elsewhere in Europe. It's not just about the money. The work culture values competence and precision, not long hours for the sake of appearances. Which brings us to work-life balance. Before moving to Switzerland, I've never been in an environment where at 5 p.m. the office simply empties out the way it does here. People take their work and careers very seriously, but they don't feel the need to sacrifice their private lives, health or family time to prove it. Work-life balance is the norm. Shops close earlier, Sundays are quiet, and nobody expects you to answer emails at night. And that structure gives you the confidence that you really can do it all. You can be a high achiever, build a strong career, and still be home in time for dinner with your family, spend time with your kids, or just do sports. Let's talk about safety and privacy. Switzerland is built on discretion. It's just another reason celebrities love it here. And you'll appreciate it too. But safety here goes far beyond privacy. You can walk almost anywhere at any time of the day or night without feeling threatened. Women walk home alone at 2 a.m. without fear. People jog through dimly lit parks or quiet neighborhoods without thinking twice. It is not just personal safety, it's material safety too. Sure, people still steal bikes, they do everywhere, but you can have a nice car and park it on the street without worrying too much that it'll be broken into or vandalized. One of my favorite examples. Zurich Lake is in the middle of the city. In summer, people take a dip in the lake whenever they feel like it, during lunch or after work, and leave their bags, wallets and phones unattended on the shore. Imagine doing that anywhere else. It's a level of everyday trust and security you don't realize you're missing until you experience it. And again, it's more than safety. People here don't pry. You can live comfortably without being judged for what you earn, drive or wear. Discretion is a luxury people learn to appreciate more and more, the better off they are. Not enough can be said about the natural beauty of Switzerland. The scenery is unbelievable. Mountains, lakes, forests, either right at your doorstep or at most a short train ride away. Some of the most beautiful lakes you've ever seen are just in Swiss cities. You can take a tram to Lake Zurich, hop on a ferry using the same ticket, and crisscross the lake for hours for just a few francs. It feels unreal the first time you do it. But it's not just about the pretty landscape. There are real health benefits. Clean bodies of water you can swim in safely, clean mountain air that actually feels different in your lungs. A culture that encourages movement, hiking, skiing, biking, simply being outside. People here don't wait for vacations to enjoy nature. It's built into everyday life. And of course, Switzerland is a world-class skiing destination. Resorts like Zermatt, St. Moritz, Verbier, Davos and Laax are globally famous, not just for their slopes, but for the entire mountain experience. perfectly maintained pistes, efficient lifts, stunning scenery, an uprisky culture that's lively without being chaotic. Even smaller local mountains have incredible skiing. And for many people, reaching a ski lift from their front door takes less time than most commuters in other countries spend driving to work. Skiing here isn't a luxury vacation. It's a normal weekend activity and integrated into the rhythm of life. Things that seem like luxuries are just part of normal life. Quick after-work swim, a weekend hike, or a spontaneous mountain trip. They don't have to be special occasions. It couldn't just be a normal Tuesday. Switzerland famously has good infrastructure. The trains do run on time, it's no exaggeration. The bureaucracy here is organized, public transport is safe, and even small towns feel like they're run by engineers. But where Switzerland really shines is how simple everyday processes are. Especially compared to countries like the United States. Take taxes for example. In the US, private companies have a near monopoly on tax software. You often have to pay just to file your taxes correctly. Many people feel forced to hire an accountant, buy a software subscription, or navigate confusing, intentionally complicated processes. Switzerland is the complete opposite. Every bank, insurance company, and employer automatically sends you end-of-year tax documents. Clearly labeled, organized, and with the relevant sections highlighted in bold. Nothing is hidden, nothing is purposefully unclear. It's as if it was made to be actually used by regular people. Nothing is hidden, nothing is unclear. The government's online portal is straightforward, it actually works. They send you the login details, every section is explained in plain language, and the entire process is designed for normal people, not experts. Most residents file their entire tax returns in under an hour, no software to buy, no accountant needed. It's the same with opening bank accounts, registering your address, applying for insurance. Everything is built around efficiency and clarity. If you love order and reliability, Switzerland feels like a paradise. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Everything might look perfect until you get your first grocery bill. Cost of living here is very high. Rent is high. Eating out is expensive. And healthcare certainly isn't free. Even with a strong salary, you'll feel the costs, especially in Zurich, Geneva, and Zug. It's also hard to make friends. Swiss people are polite, kind, and respectful, but they're not quick to let new people into their inner circle. It's not because they don't like foreigners, it's just that people who've lived here all their life have their friend groups. People grow up together, stay in the same canton, go to school together, do their apprenticeships or studies, join the same sport clubs, and stay connected for life. It's very hard to break into a circle of friends like that. On top of that, if you're in the German-speaking part, these friendships and the friend groups operate in Swiss German, a spoken dialect that is very different from High German. And as you can imagine, for many of the locals, switching to High German or English just because one person joins the group feels disruptive to the normal flow of conversation. It would disrupt the dynamic that they've built over decades. So it's not surprising that it's difficult for them to accept a new person into the group. But here's the good news. This is where Switzerland, especially Zurich, has a huge advantage. The expat community is massive. Nearly half the people in the city aren't Swiss, and almost all of them are also looking for new friends. In cities like Zurich, Basel, Lausanne, and Geneva, there are vibrant, huge expat communities, meetup groups, sports clubs, language exchanges, and international events. If you put yourself out there, you can build a vibrant social life in Switzerland. You can very easily find a group of like-minded people to explore Switzerland with. You will be able to build an amazing international circle of friends that makes your Swiss life feel full, connected, and shared. As you would expect from such an orderly society, everything in Switzerland is about those rules. Quiet hours, recycling schedules, parking zones. The system works beautifully, but it can feel suffocating if you're used to flexibility or spontaneity. Still, the same rules are why everything is clean, safe, and predictable, which, depending on your personality, is either comforting or can feel constraining. Let's talk about the downsides of the weather. The winters are long and grey, especially in German-speaking areas like Zurich or Basel. If you love sunshine, prepare for some dark months where it feels like the clouds never leave. But on the flip side, summers are glorious. Lakes, festivals, and endless outdoor events. Feels like you want to spend all your time outside. I know I was praising the taxes earlier, but Switzerland's tax system can get complicated. It's decentralized, meaning it varies by canton. And that's great if you're wealthy and you can choose your residency strategically, but confusing if you're new. In healthcare, it's quite expensive as well. Yeah, it is universal, it's also non-optional, it's mandatory. So everybody needs to be insured. And it can get very expensive. You need to expect several hundred francs per person every month. Here's some surprising positives that I wasn't expecting when I moved here. I was a bit worried that it would be too quiet, but you don't actually have to worry about missing out on global pop culture when you're living in Switzerland. Every major star performs in Switzerland at some point. From megastars like Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran to true legends like Bruce Springsteen. In recent years, even English-speaking stand-up comedy has exploded in popularity here, with regular shows, touring comedians, and dedicated comedy clubs drawing huge international crowds. Switzerland also has a thriving festival and event culture beyond music. Zurich, for example, hosts the Zurich Film Festival, one of the fastest-growing film festivals in Europe, drawing international directors, actors, and industry professionals every year. Huge Hollywood stars are just casually walking around Zurich. It brings Hollywood energy right into the heart of the city. Switzerland also is very big in the art world. It's home to Art Basel, one of the world's most important contemporary art fairs. Every year, artists, collectors, celebrities, and major galleries descend on Basel, turning the city into the global center of the art world for a week. And to get back to music, the iconic Montreux Jazz Festival, one of the world's most respected music events that has featured legendary artists across the decades. The festival even inspired Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. When a fire broke out at the Frank Zappa concert at the Montreux Casino, the smoke drifting over the Lake Geneva became rock history. So, is Switzerland worth it? If you value peace, safety and structure, Switzerland is one of the best places on earth. You'll earn well, live cleanly, and enjoy incredible natural beauty. If you crave the life of a big city, with spontaneous social events and buzz, or affordability, it might not be right for you. Winters can be very quiet. On Sundays and bank holidays, it can seem like the whole country is in mourning. But it comes alive in summer, when everybody's outside, there's festivals everywhere, everybody's just taking advantage of the beauty and opportunities that Switzerland has. It's a country that rewards discipline, values privacy and planning, that prides itself on order and stability. That's why it attracts the rich, the successful, and the people who've maybe already had enough chaos in their life and now want stability and peace. So, would you want to live in Switzerland? Or would all the order and precision drive you crazy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my video about how to find a job as a foreigner in Switzerland. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.